I have a Scout Olympic on my own truck, and I have the Falcon tires. So I'm with Jeremy here today, and he's from Falcon Tires. We're going to talk about some of the things about load rating and PSI, things like that. And Jeremy is going to tell us why Falcon tires are the best tires, obviously. So Jeremy, can you tell us a little bit about load rating and tire thickness and sidewalls, things like that?
Sure, thanks for the intro, Ryan. Okay, so first of all, common misconception about plies. Even though a lot of people are familiar with 6, 8, 10, 12 plies, modern tire construction does not have that number of plies in the sidewall. This tire here, our brand new Wild Peak AT4W, in this size has a 3-ply Duraspec sidewall, which was previously only available in the Wild Peak MT. So with its high ply turnups from the top and the bottom, we're getting an extreme number of plies, up to 6 plies across here, but truly this is just a 3-ply tire. Now, with that said, this is an E load range tire, which people often refer to as 10-ply. So that one over there, for example, if he wants to zoom in, that is a load range C tire, what people commonly refer to as a 6-ply tire. So in between that would be a D, which would be 8-ply, a little less common, but you will see that sometimes. And then a little bit more newer to the market is the F-ply, or the F range, which would be like a 12-ply tire.
And that's what I have on my truck. Yeah.
You have the F?
I have the F.
So what are you driving then?
I drive an F-150 with about a 1,500-pound camper on it.
Okay. And what, 18-inch wheels or 20s?
I can't even remember now. I think they're 20s.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm not.
They look just like those fuels right there we just looked at. That's basically.
Yeah, they've got to be
similar
either 18s or 20s.
Yeah.
I don't know that we have any load range Fs in 17s yet.
Yeah.
But it's usually the ones with a little bit shorter sidewall that are a little bit more stable for that sort of thing.
Got it. So mine are probably overkill going F-ply with my setup. Like you don't probably need that much tire,
Yeah,
but so I recommend usually E-range tires. Do you think that's probably pretty good for a truck camper setup, or?
I would say that's good up to most like overland camper setups.
Okay.
If you're towing a 5th wheel and you got a lot of, and it's not tongue weight, I don't know what you call it.
Yeah,
But if
payload, lots of weight on the back of the truck. Yeah.
Or you've got a really big camper, then you want to look at that load range F.
Okay.
And then I know you were curious about tire pressures.
Yeah.
There is no one tire pressure
Yeah,
to suit everybody.
Right.
What we do recommend is always starting with what it says on the inside of your door jamb,
Okay.
and go with those.
Okay.
Generally, the vehicle manufacturer rates that with the stock tire size to be able to handle the entire GVWR of the vehicle. So the weight of the vehicle, all its fluids, and loaded to its max, that's where your the manufacturer specs it. And they give it a little bit of cushion because they know people overload their vehicles left and right.
Okay.
Now, for more specific things on tire pressure, I like to recommend a website called TireSize.com.
Great.
Now, if you were just doing a straight tire swap, let's say you were going from a 33-inch tire to a 35-inch tire, and you want to know, should I change my tire pressure? TireSize.com is extremely easy, right?
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. I never knew about
Yeah.
this, so that's
So
great.
what you do is you plug in your stock size, all that information from your door jamb, what the vehicle manufacturer recommends for tire pressure, and then put in your new tire size, whether it's LT or P metric, and it'll calculate that for you.
Cool.
Could be a couple PSI lower because typically the bigger the tire, the more volume of air you have in there, and the more volume, the more weight it can support.
Got it.
Now, when you're I almost said overloading, overlanding, or you got a big camper on it,
Yeah.
the key is to know your vehicle's weight. So get it weighed somewhere. I don't know if you can find a nice truck stop that'll let you do it, but that is key. And that's where you need to go in and look at a load index chart. Once you know your vehicle's weight, then you will know, okay, my tire can hold X number of pounds at X PSI. So you can
Okay.
find those load index charts on our website, TireSize.com, I'm sure has them. But that way, you know, if you weigh 10,000 pounds, fully loaded and whatnot, and your tire can support up to 15,000 pounds at max PSI, you do not need to be running max PSI. You can run it at whatever the appropriate pressure is according to the load index chart.
Awesome.
Now, with that said, still don't go low. Don't go lower than what the vehicle manufacturer recommends,
Right.
because there could be other factors involved, including stability.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is awesome, Jeremy. Thanks so much. I didn't
You're
even
very
know lots
welcome.
of this myself. So if you guys need tires, you can see on my truck I have Falcons. If you need a good tire, make sure you check out the Falcon tires. I believe they have the best tires in the game. So thank you so much, Jeremy, again for
Yeah.
your time. If you want any questions for Falcon, reach out to them. But
Or
one more
yeah,
thing,
yeah. I mean, so you probably have what, the AT3W?
I believe I do.
So have you yourself seen the AT4W yet?
I don't think I have yet. This is the
Okay.
first time.
So this is taking a great tire and making it that much better. So this sidewall has obviously been updated aesthetically. Like I mentioned on this one, because it's the HD and 3-ply Duraspec, it has a 3-ply sidewall just like our MT for more off-road durability.
Sweet.
The upper shoulder lugs are now offset for a little bit more off-road bite. The center tread pattern has been optimized to make the block stronger for more towing stability, or when you're heavily loaded, like with a camper on the back. It's also been optimized to be a little bit quieter. Um, Even despite the additional 10,000 miles that you gained in a tread life warranty, we have managed to improve the winter and wet performance of an
Okay.
already great tire that's known for its winter and wet performance. And that was done by revising the actual rubber compounds so that it stays more pliable at cold temperatures.
Cool.
Yeah, so
Thanks so much for sharing that.
check
Yeah.
out the AT4W.
Yeah, I would say on that, one of my favorite things about the Falcon tires, and the reason why I went with them a couple years ago is they're quieter. So there's lots of other big tires out there, but the Falcon tires, they ride nice. They're nice and quiet. I know there's a lot of guys running down the road with their truck buzzing from the big tires. I don't personally like that. I like the Falcon tires because they're just tight and not loud. They look great with your rims and everything. So again, Falcon tires are where it's at. Need some tires? Check out Falcon.